How's it going, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Tales of Woe. It's Tyler, Lacroix, as usual. I'm wearing glasses this week, because I'm trying to look smarter. Not early, but, I'll turn this back down. Not early, but my eyesight is getting worse as I get older, and I always forget to wear my glasses. So I'm trying to make a bit of an effort for once. And also these lights are bright, and it helps a bit, even though these aren't shades. It still kind of helps. But anyway, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. Not as tired this week, but still a little bit. So I got my fucking Monster Energy that I always have, even though it's like the douchiest drink you could possibly drink. It's like, this is just like the cocaine version of Mountain Dew. Or like, yeah, I guess for drinks, it's like if Mountain Dew is like, Mountain Dew isn't really weed though, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you know what I mean. Trying to get a bit more energy though, but this week, it's going to be fun. I'm going to try to make a case for K-pop. I'm going to try to, for people that don't listen to it, yeah, I'm going to talk about a few groups, obviously BTS being my favorite, and ITZY is another one of my favorites, so I got my BTS sweater behind me, but this is a group called ITZY. They're five-person, Yeji, Yuna, Leah, Ryujin, and Chaeryeong. Yeah, okay, it's five-person group, and they're a girl group, and yeah, I like them quite a bit. I like the earlier stuff more. This is from their first EP, Icy. It's Icy. But we're just gonna talk about a bunch of groups. But so, K-pop is good, you guys. And I know it's if you don't initially like K-pop, it's hard to think that it's good because it does seem very cringy. I'm also a person that thought it was very cringy when I would watch it, or not watch it, but before I knew anything about it, I thought it was kind of cringy thing for little girls, and it's not. I mean, it's good. It's especially in like, I mean, BTS is going to be the highlight of this thing. I'm going to show a few bands. I'm going to play some things. I'm going to show some parts of videos. I don't make money from this. I don't have enough viewers to be able to make any money from this, so hopefully I should be able to have this out. It'll be demonetized, but I think if I use short enough clips, because they don't, I notice other people do reviews and stuff, and they don't pull those down, so as long as I don't have a big part of the song, I should still be able to show it and not have to redo the episode. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. But yeah, so I mean, BTS especially, the dancing is so good. The singing is great. I mean, the songs are catchy and whatnot. But the rapping is also good. And I feel like that's a thing that a lot of people don't maybe know or realize is like the rappers in it are actually actual rappers. Like one of the members, Suga, he initially like joined the, because it's a boy, it's like it's set up like a boy band, right? I mean, it is a boy band, but I mean, it's set up by the record label. They were looking for people to start a group, right? And initially it was way more hip-hop themed, and it was actually I'll actually show a video of like their first video they put out, and it is kind of cringy. Just the outfits that they have to wear and stuff is a bit cringy, but it was way more of a hip-hop thing, and it kind of turned into more of a pop group that has, you know, hip-hop influences, I guess, but it's a lot more poppy nowadays, especially the bigger songs that they put out, that like Butter and Dynamite, that are both English, and Permission to Dance. Is Permission to Dance completely English too? I think it is. But yeah, those are a lot more poppy and not as hip-hop-ish, but initially they were very hip-hop, but also wore ridiculous outfits. But when I was going on to say is that Suga, one of the rappers in the group, he initially joined the company to be, all he wanted to do is be a rapper, but he initially joined it as a producer, and he still produces some of BTS's music. and some other people's music and stuff. But he initially just joined as a rapper and producer, and that was it. And they convinced him to get into the group, which I think is kind of funny, especially now that they're way more pop. And like, I think it would be, thing about like BTS especially is I think it would suck to be those people. If you watch stuff, like they get worked so hard, like all of the K-pop people, the companies work them super hard, especially at the start when they're like trainees, before they get put into groups and stuff. They work super lots. A lot of them, like Suga himself, the person I was talking about, Min Yoongi, I believe is his name. I always get confused which way you're supposed to say Korean names, because I know there's V is Kim Tae-young, but in English it's like Tae-young Kim, but I think the way they say it in Korean is like the last part first. So there's also like Kim Namjoon, who's the leader, RM. There's Park Jimin, who's my personal favorite. He's the singer and one of the dancers, and he's a lot more of like the dancing he did initially that got him into the group and stuff is I'm trying to think of the word is on the tip of my tongue, but it's the kind of fancy like ballet kind of dancing, interpretive dancing. I don't know, but it's kind of more ballet. And there's J-Hope. What the fuck is his? Oh, I forgot. Hobie, I believe, is his name. I think there's more to it, but then there's Jin, and I think his name is just Sunjin or something. I don't know. I'm terrible at Korean names. I don't know much about Korea. K-pop is the only stuff I've started to learn about Korea because I just like their music. But yes, I'm gonna show clips. I have to stop babbling. I'm going to show clips and just try to make a good argument for K-pop, not just BTS, but K-pop in general. Because I do think it's really good and a lot more, it deserves a lot more credit than it gets. Because I think the way a lot of people see it is just like, it's groups that are for young girls. And I get it because I thought that as well. But I think there's a lot more talent than people give credit for. And, especially in BTS, they do a lot more singing and stuff live than I think a lot of other groups do, or at least a lot of other groups do. Like when there's video of it, a lot of stuff, if you watch some of the Korean like award shows and stuff, or performance shows or whatever they are, when a lot of these K-pop groups get on stage, there's a lot of lip syncing. Like, I'll say that for ITZY. There's a lot of ITZY lip syncing, which I'm not super stoked about. Because they all can sing, but with the dancing and shit, it makes it harder. So some of them do lip syncing, and I just hate that shit a lot. BTS does it the least, but I noticed they have done it before. And we're going to get into some of that in talking about K-pop, because there are negatives about it. And I also don't want anybody to think that I'm an expert, because I'm not at all. I just like a few K-pop bands, and I'm trying to give that kind of perspective of it, because I'm not like a mega fan. I'm not fucking bleeding and dying for these groups or anything. There's things about BTS that I'm not super stoked about, or especially the fan base and just certain things that I don't like that much. I'm not like a diehard. I do love BTS a lot though, but I'm not like there's a lot of crazy fans out there, and there's a lot of young girls that are fans, and I feel like BTS doesn't like that. They had a thing, I think, recently. I'm not up on all the gossip like a lot of people are, so I don't know a heck of a lot of stuff, but I know they're on the James Corden late night show a lot. And personally for me, James Corden and Jimmy Fallon, I'm not a fan of their shows. I find them very fake and cringy, and just like, it's such a, I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It'd be like for that general audience, but I just hate it so much. All of it seems so fake and just bullshit to me, and like, I really dislike it. But anyway, apart from that, they were on both of those shows a lot. But with James Corden, I guess he said something online that had a lot of the K-pop fans mad because I think he said something like their fans are mostly 15-year-old girls, and I think that the fans all freaked out about that, and I think the band also maybe got annoyed at him too. I don't know, but I just find it all very dumb and cringy because it's like people freaked out about that, but it is true. Like, sure, I'm a fan of them. I'm not a 15-year-old girl, but that is a lot of their fan base, and to pretend like it's not and get mad about it is like just ridiculous. And we'll get into all the annoying shit about the fans. But BTS. So what are the good things about BTS? I mean, like I said, the rapping, some of the rapping is really fucking good, and people, I don't think they get a lot of credit for that because people just think of them as a pop group. And the dancing is insane. Like I'm a person that was a big fan of. No, you can't come up. I'm gonna try to make sure my cat doesn't come up this episode. She came up a bunch in the last episode, and it was. I'm sure it's cute a little bit, but for me, it's very annoying. But yeah, I was a person that was a big fan of America's Best Dance Crew, and so like I like hip hop dancing a lot, and I like watching dancing quite a bit. I'm not a person who can dance at all, but I've always enjoyed it. And what was I gonna say? And yeah, I mean BTS is they can dance really fucking good, especially two of the members. They joined, I think, initially as dancers, and like Jimin can sing as well. I don't know if he joined as a singer. I think he did join as a singer as well. But yeah, Jimin is the person that does the kind of more ballet stuff that I was talking about, and then J-Hope, Hobie. I'm trying to think of his whole Korean name, and I can't remember it. But J-Hope is a lot more of the kind of b-boy, like breakdancing kind of school of dancing, and so they're definitely the best dancers in the group. By far. The rest of them, I think, kind of just were forced to learn how to dance, more or less. But they do really good. Like, one thing I want to compare them a bit to is like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, just because it's so funny. I mean, I always found NSYNC and Backstreet Boys dancing to be cringy, but it's so funny when you especially put it against like groups like BTS or BLACKPINK or I mean, any of the K-pop groups. They get worked so hard that like it's just funny in comparison because the dancing for the old school 2000s fucking boy bands was just so bad and cringy and just not good. So we're gonna go into a bit of that, but yeah. So initially, I think the first thing I want to show maybe is how good the rapping is, because like I said, I think it gets a bit they don't get enough respect for their rapping. So the first thing I think I'm going to pull out is Suga, the guy I was talking about that started working at the company as like a producer. He also has a solo project that he's done, I think, an initial EP, and then he did another EP, which I like a lot, especially his second EP. But he put out a video, and this song is called Deshwita. Deshwita. Sorry, I'm probably butchering it the way I'm saying it. But his rap moniker is August D, and I'm not sure why exactly, but it's AGUSTD, and or AGUST space D. So it's like capital D, August D. I don't know why. But and his solo is just, he's rapping, and there's like some more pop, and he sings a bit in it. But this is like rap, and especially this song is like, this is fucking rap. Like, I don't give a shit what you say. Like, people can shit on BTS all the time, but you cannot shit on this, in my opinion. And if you do, you're just a hater, because this is like legit rap music. There's probably going to be a bit of a cut, because I'm just going to have to find all these things. I didn't get them all prepared. I'm kind of going a bit on the fly. I was going to do a different episode this week, But I got this idea, and I was like, yeah, I'd rather do this week. So yeah, this is gonna be Deshwita, and then there's gonna be a cut, and that this should start playing. All right, I'm gonna play the start of this because I feel like the start of this is just epic. But I'm not gonna play the whole song, obviously. But I'm gonna let the beat come in.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you don't like this, if you don't think this is hard as fuck, then go fuck yourself. This is hard as hell, dude. Alright, I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm just gonna play this for a bit. I mean, this is good rap music. Like, this is good rap music. This is the part I'm waiting for. Like, that's fast rapping, motherfucker. Right, so that's just a bit of the Deshwita by August D, but that fucking goes hard. You cannot tell me that does not go hard. That is a good fucking rapper right there, and I believe he produced this as well. But yeah, I mean, you cannot shit on the rappers in BTS, especially. I mean, I don't know if J-Hope joined as a rapper as well, or if he just joined as a dancer and started rapping in the group. I'm not sure, but so that was August D, or Suga as he's known in the group. There was also, I'll actually play RM. He was the leader of the group. He's also one of the rappers. He did a song with Krizz Kaliko. I'm not sure if you guys know him or not, but he used to be on Strange Music. He was kind of, worked with Tech9 a lot. Like, for like 20 years. He just recently left the group, left the company, Strange Music. I don't think on any bad terms or anything. He just wanted to, I think, do his own thing, and he seems like he's doing pretty good on social media and whatnot. But he did I think RM did a song that Krizz Kaliko was on, I think. I don't know if Krizz Kaliko did a song RM was on. I think RM did a song Krizz Kaliko was on, and this was early, I think, in BTS's career, so they weren't as big as they were before. But I'm going to try to find that here and take a listen to that, because I believe that's pretty good. And then I'm going to try to think of a good just rap song that just BTS, the group itself, has. Right. So this is the song Rush, I guess, and this is from RM, yeah. Yeah, so this is Krizz Kaliko doing the hook here. So this is Krizz Kaliko again. I'm used to my moderation, but I lose it if you give me more duration. Trying to get high, get him and shine. Put a rush on it. This is RM.
course you the whole world could be shining like a pearl. Taking money, here we go, boss new bitches and all the girls. Making all the lists, flip flop and TikTok and switch flop. The legs after them off the girl. Y'all months just trying to get by. Y'all call it, we trying to get high. Getting beat odds, get ready to die. Motherfucker, you fly, look at me and fly. Making career like my mother nation, man. What's Korea and this mother nation, man? I'm used to my moderation, but I lose it if you give me more duration, man. 기억나, 친구야 내 어린 나. 기억해봐 마냥 랩하고 다니던 어린 나. I just do it, I just do it. Keep rushing with Krizz Kaliko. 똑똑히 지켜봐라, 내가 가나 어디까지.
So that's RM song, right? This is good fucking rap music. Like, if you like rap, you should like this. I mean, they're legit rappers. Like, this is just from RM's solo project. They are legit rappers. And just because I'd feel bad if I didn't include him, I'll include a J-Hope song, Chicken Noodle Soup, that he did with Becky G, I believe is her name. I think she's also a American rapper. But I'll play that a bit, and that's kind of just a fun song. I haven't listened to it in a while, so I don't remember how good of a rap song it is, but it is a fun song in itself. I think it is a good rap song though. I'm sure. Yeah, so I'll play that. Hopefully, I'll cut all this stuff. But yeah, so let's hear that. Chicken Noodle Soup by J-Hope, and I think he just goes by J-Hope in this. So this is Chicken Noodle Soup here.
I let it rain, I clear it out. I let it rain, I clear it out.
That is what they do on there. I mean, you'll see. Probably I'll show the clips.
Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side.
From Gwangju 한 것이 기획된 금납 충자 스트리트 여기 내 할렘 Neuron down bounce in my team. 춤을 뻑까 workaholic man. 내게 밤새며 성장한 case. 내 키는 충무로 make I'm okay. 큰 비전 그려가는 plan. 꿈을 그려가는 내 rhythm들의 bonus step. Popping, rocking, hopping, ducking, flashing, swagging. Whoa. 하지만 일같이 한시 바삐 하지 난 위헌일. Whoa. 나를 채찍에 담그는 트로피의 인생의 배팅에 추운 나의 curse. Oh, when the swing is in the money, girl, with Becky G on the side, every day I live.
We always got love for where we come from, so let them know.
Yeah, so that's J-Hope, Chicken Noodle Soup. I mean, that's a fucking good song too. I mean, they're, like I said, they're all good rappers. So let's do. I'm trying to think of what a good, just a rap song. Or you know what? I'll actually show. What I'll show right now is, I mean, this is a lot of BTS. I'm already done almost 25 minutes just on BTS. So maybe this'll. Fuck. I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry. I like BTS a lot. Maybe this will be cut up a bit more, so it won't be so long when you see this. But I do like BTS a lot, and I feel like BTS is the big group I really have to highlight, but I do want to highlight at least BLACKPINK and ITZY a bit. I am trying to hit the rap part of this a lot because I do feel like none of these groups get enough credit for being good fucking rap groups. But yeah, so right now I'll show the first video that BTS did, and this is a bit cringy. The rapping I think is probably still alright, but the video is very cringy. The outfits that they got put in, I mean, because these aren't outfits that they would necessarily wear. You see all of them before they got into these groups, and they're dressing very normally. They look way more normal, I'm sure. Like the negatives, like I was talking about, that I was going to get into. Maybe I'll just talk about them throughout because I don't know if I have enough time. I'm going so slow already. But one of the negatives that I think it's weird. I think they did get plastic surgery, some of the members. I don't know if they really would have if they weren't in the group, but who knows? But yeah, I think that is some of the things that are kind of fucked up with that, because you look at pictures of them when they were younger, and I mean, sure, they got older. They've been BTS has been a group for like 8 years or 9 years at this point. But but they looked some of the members looked a heck of a lot different than when they started, and I think that has to do with some facial reconstructive surgery. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, this initial video, like the record label put them in some weird fucking outfits. But we'll play that. This one is called Dream On, I think. We'll see here. No More Dream is what it's called. And yeah, so we'll play a bit of this. And also one of the singers who's kind of the main singer in the group. I haven't really talked about him much, but he is kind of, I think, he's the baseline for being good at everything. Like J-Hope and Jimin are the best dancers. Suga is like the best rapper. Like I mean, Jungkook is probably the best singer, I would say, but he's also just good throughout. He's like good at all the things, not insanely good, but not bad at any of them. There is a few members. I mean, I don't want to straight up shit on, but there is a couple members that maybe aren't as talented as the rest. Maybe I haven't talked about them much, and so that's maybe why. But I like all of the members of the group, but I will say some of them are just naturally good at certain things, and that's why they're kind of main parts of the group in certain ways, and some others aren't. I mean, they're all good. They've all especially now, they've all gotten way better at all this stuff. So there's nobody that's bad, really. Yeah, I don't want to shit on anybody. But yeah, so this is No More Dream, and like I said, this is even for BTS. I've seen videos of BTS watching this like a year ago or something, and to them it's very cringy as well. I think it's probably way more cringy to them. Fuck, I apologize if I yell a lot. Like I said, I don't have my monitoring on because it's laggy and a bit annoying on Audition. Anyway, No More Dream, BTS. Let's listen to this. And yeah, you should see it as well. And yeah, bit cringy.
What's up? This is BLACKPINK exclusive.
Yeah, this is very cringy.
And the coolest kid in the world.
They're trying to be cool. Look at that haircut. They're all wearing mascara.
And who do we got here right now? Suga, Jungle.
I mean, it's very cringy. I still do like this song though when I hear it. Money. Money. That's Sugar that I was talking about. I guess I would have shown him already. See, like this is like they started out just rap shit. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say is that's Jungkook. Like I said, he's the main singer, and when he started, he was rapping. He rapped and sang, and he doesn't rap anymore. And he was actually, I thought he was pretty good at rapping, but yeah, he didn't. I don't think he intended to rap at all in this group, and they kind of forced him to rap, I guess. And then he stopped rapping at a certain point, maybe because he didn't enjoy it as much, or maybe he didn't think it was good as much, or maybe the company didn't. But I thought he was good. But yeah, so that's BTS when they first came out. And yeah, very, very cringy. I also wanted to show, like I was talking about the dancing. I'm just gonna go maybe like halfway into this performance to just show their dancing. This is a song called Black Swan. This is a lot more of a kind of the ballet style dancing, but yeah, I think it does show just how good their dancing is, and this they do record their live audio in this too, like live. They're not lip syncing, although I will say there's a backing track that is a bit louder to help, you know, probably mask a bit of the fuck ups, or maybe, you know, breath control or whatever. But they are doing it live. All right, so I'm gonna go 214 a bit. I like the little Naruto running at the start there. Now, obviously, this is like very ballet, it's not as hip hoppy. Yeah, so that's I guess that was kind of the end of it. But yeah, so that's just to show kind of they're very good dancers in itself. Might put on Mic Drop. I'm trying to think of what some of their best dances are. See, like I said, I'm not the biggest fucking fan. I do like all this stuff and I listen to it a lot, but I'm not an encyclopedic compendium of knowledge, as they would say. But I'll go about halfway.
The album is called Love.
I'll go about halfway in a Mic Drop. Once again, the vocals on this they're live. See, like, you can't say it's not, their fan base isn't teenage girls. This is also in like 2017 or something there. I still feel like I'm not showing their best dancing though. Like I said, I'm not the best fan, so I don't know what the best dancing is. Alright, since I showed them on a couple late night shows, I'll show NSYNC doing pop or dirty pop or whatever on Leno, and let's see how good these dancers. Like I said, I didn't say this. I was gonna say, like I said, I did not say this, but I haven't watched this video here. So I don't know how good the dancing is. Maybe I'll get shut up, but I don't think it's gonna be very good. But let's see. Now this should be a dance break, I believe, right? I mean, yeah, this is so much worse. This I mean, I hope it's just not me having a bias, but this is a lot worse, right? It's not just me. Like, this looks like moves you could learn in like afternoon. Like, they're not doing it super crisp. It's not that hard. They just look like dudes who will learn this in an afternoon and are just doing it. I don't know. Maybe it's bias. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. But yeah. But okay. So we've already gone 40 minutes. I don't want to make this too long. Even with the cuts, I don't know how long this will be. But this is going on a bit. I'm gonna show BLACKPINK as well. And then I'll just show BLACKPINK. This is my favorite song. This isn't as much of a rap song. This is the song "Lovesick Girls" by BLACKPINK. This is Lisa that we just watched. That's my other favorite, and that's just Rosie or Rose. She's my favorite singer in the group. Yeah, but that's a bit of Lovesick Girls, and yeah, I just like it. I mean, yeah, that I could see is maybe not for everybody because it is a bit of a girly song, but I dig it. I fucking, they're great. Anyway, I don't know if I've made a good argument for K-pop, but I hope maybe somebody might give it a bit of a shot, because I mean, it is worth it. I do understand, like I said, I'll get into maybe a bit of the negative stuff. It is created by companies that just want to make money and are just trying to go in on trends. I do realize that, and that is absolutely true. But a lot of music artists are like that as well. Like, I mean, Justin Bieber, like all of those kind of big music artists are kind of that as well. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you can always pick and choose with stuff. I do think with Korean companies, though, I think they do treat it is a lot more strict. I do think the people's lives in K-pop aren't necessarily the greatest. Like, I don't really know. I can't really judge because I really don't have any idea, but it seems like they're all overworked. Like Suga, I was talking about him before. When he started, like, he's from a poor family and stuff, so when he started, he was like didn't have enough money to eat and stuff, and some of the other members had to like give him food and give him money for food because he just didn't have a way to eat. He didn't have a way to get from place to place, so he would have to walk like far distances to get to the company location and stuff. And it seems like they're just worked really hard. Like, if you enjoy any K-pop at all, they have so much music, they put out so much shit that they're constantly recording. They all have to dance, so they're all learning these hard dances. They have to record stuff, and some of them do write stuff. I'm not sure how much a lot of groups do write stuff. I know BTS probably does it maybe more than others, at least the rap stuff. And I know some of the singing stuff they write too, but it is they do get writers as well. So the amount of work, I can't really say. I do know on some of the more solo projects, I think they I think Suga writes all his rap shit. But yeah, I can't speak to how much they all actually do stuff, but I know they do. Like, Suga does produce some beats. He doesn't produce all of the beats. They work with like a few producers, but they are really talented. But yeah, like I said, I do feel bad. I do feel bad too, kind of, for all the people in BTS, because they are insanely rich and insanely popular, but they can't do anything. Their lives revolve around working, and when they're not working, they can't go out because they get mobbed by fucking a bunch of crazy people. I mean, and that's the thing too. I forgot to talk about when I was talking about toxic fan bases, but their fan base is called the Army, right? Which is annoying to me because I'm a Kiss fan. Like, I've showed Kiss figures before, but I like Kiss. That was my first favorite band. And I mean, everybody knows the Kiss Army. That's their fan base. That's the whole thing. It was huge. But everybody knows about Kiss. and the Kiss Army. And BTS does BTS Army. I mean, maybe they don't know about the Kiss Army thing, but I don't know. That's offensive to me personally. That's the whole BTS Army thing is kind of offensive, just because I mean, Kiss Army was such a big thing, and that was the name of their fan base, and so yeah. But I mean, they just call BTS calls the fans just Army, and so I guess that is a bit different because it wasn't Kiss didn't call the fans Army; they called it the Kiss Army. But still, that I find very annoying. I'm sure there are more negatives that I'm not thinking of right now, but yeah, I mean there are negatives with K-pop, and I mean you just have to weigh and balance what you think about stuff. For me, it's not. There are downsides to the whole thing, but I just see that as the whole music industry in general, and so I don't blame the groups, and I think they are very talented. A lot of them. I don't think there's a lot of groups that have shitty people that aren't very talented. Yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, but it does speak to. I do understand the difference between a other kind of recording artist that does all of their own music, like that. There is a difference there, and I do understand, but it is kind of just a different thing. And I feel like you have to understand that a bit when you're going into it. Is it's kind of just a different thing, but what can you do? The last thing I'll show, because I don't want to forget them, and I'm wearing their sweater, is ITZY. And this, I feel like I've talked about it before, I think, but a bit of what they're doing now, I think they're kind of going now at a bit of a younger audience. I think maybe they were always kind of there, but it seemed like they were more just of a normal K-pop group when they started out, and now they're going for more of a younger demographic. Like they have one song called Swipe, and I just found that very annoying. It's like swiping like on Tinder type deal, and I was just like, ugh. Like, there's some things with, I mean, with old K-pop groups where they kind of have outfits and it's very highly produced, but they're all kind of trying to jump on trends and stuff, and I do find that kind of annoying. With BTS, I feel like now they're kind of doing their own thing with trends, and they're almost kind of starting trends with their the stuff they're wearing and how they dress, whereas before they were kind of trying to latch on to it, maybe. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll show that with I'll show an early ITZY video, and then I'll show a later one. And so early ITZY, the vibe I kind of get from it is like Hilary Duff kind of feeling to the music. And I guess that's a thing that I wanted to mention. I should have mentioned this off the top, but if you don't listen to K-pop, like what I originally thought K-pop was going to be was like a lot more anime sounding kind of music. And the reason I like it so much is like the pop music aspect of it, I like a lot. So it kind of makes the rest of it better. And the fact that there is rapping in it, I like. And the fact that the dancing is great. It's like, yeah, I mean, all those things I just enjoy a lot. So I like them all put together. But I would say if it was more of like an anime, kind of older Japanese music kind of sounding stuff, I don't think I would like it as much. Like baby metal, I like all right, but that's because there's kind of metal in that music. But that's kind of what I thought a lot of K-pop would be, is that kind of high-pitched girl sounding kind of like, yeah, I mean, the only way I can describe it is like anime music. And so it's not that at all. I feel like it's kind of American style music with K-pop, like with Korean influences in it, especially with the language. But I think it's very influenced by, America and whatnot. But yeah, so now I'm gonna show ITZY from their first EP, Icy. Like I was showing here, it's Icy. And then I'll show maybe I'll show Swipe, even though I don't like that song, but that's kind of where they are now. And like I was saying, they're kind of going at a younger demographic. Like if you see a lot of the videos and content they put out, it does seem like it's going for a kind of child demographic almost. like almost a preteen demographic, which I'm not into as much because obviously I'm almost a 30-year-old man. So I mean, all of this is probably, maybe I shouldn't enjoy it as much as I do, but yeah, ITZY especially is, at least their latest album is going in that direction, which I'm not as much of a fan of. But I'll show their older stuff here. Actually, I'm gonna show their song "Not Shy," because this is what I think initially got me into them. So this isn't from their first one. This is from their first album, I think. No, this is from, I think, their second EP. It's so weird with Korean groups because they put out so much stuff that there's like so many EPs and then there's albums. Like they just put out their first album. They've only been around for a couple years. So like this is from their very first EP, but, or this sweater, I mean, is from their very first EP, but this song I think is from their second EP. This is the first single. It came out, and I think, yeah, it came out like a year ago.
Cause I'm not shy, not shy, not me. Not that, not shy, not shy, not me. Give me that, not shy, not me. Not that, not shy, not me. Not the one that wants it, cause I'm not shy.
But yeah, so that's Not Shy. And I like that song a lot. The beat is, I think, good, and yeah, so that's that. That's the first thing that I heard that got me interested in this group. But now I'll show you now the song Swipe, which is a bit cringy to me, a little bit. But I get it, and I mean, the whole thing is like, I don't think this is for me, you know. This is for a much younger demographic, but I do find it kind of annoying a bit that they're doing this. But I get it. I get it, and just so this is Swipe from their latest album. The last one I didn't show from the start just because it takes a bit to get into it. I mean, the beat on this is alright too. I do still kind of I like the way it sounds, but this chorus, annoying. Swipe, swipe, swipe. I mean, it is catchy, but so yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just find that a bit cringy. But yeah, so that's I feel like maybe I just ruined everything with that last video. Any good merit I was giving K-pop, but I mean, it's not that bad. It's just a bit cringy, and yeah, I don't know. They're definitely aiming at a certain audience, and that audience is not me. But I can't really be mad at it because it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not for me. But anyway, that was my K-pop episode. I hope you actually watched it and maybe enjoyed it a bit. Maybe you didn't. But yeah, that's I mean, that's my attempt to try to show you the good aspects, some of the good aspects of K-pop. Like the rapping is great. I mean, I feel like I did show that at least is there's legit rappers in K-pop, and I think they deserve some goddamn respect. Yeah, so also just wanted to give a reminder that this week on Wednesday there should be the first episode of Still Good ? where I watch an old television show from my youth. First episode is going to be Mona the Vampire. And yeah, it should be fun. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a new fun series. And this also, I'm doing I want to get better at doing this, but I think I'm going to do maybe once a month as well on Tales of Woe. Just do a little bit of a breakdown and of maybe a band or just a music genre. I also want to do metalcore because that's another one of my favorite genres. I'm not very good at this though, so I should try to be better, maybe better prepared, or I don't know. I'm not the most know-it-all person in these things though. I'm just trying to give a showing from a fan perspective and just stuff I already know about it. But yeah, so this might be a first episode of kind of a music series that I do every now and then on Tales of Woe. But yeah, Wednesday, check out Still Good, where we talk about Mona the Vampire. And then again, at the end of the month, there's going to be the commentary for the movie commentary show that I'm going to start doing, where you play my video in one window, play the movie that I've linked in the description on another video, and I'll give you a 10 count, and you'll sync it. You'll press play the same time I press play, and yeah, I'll just be commenting on the video just for something to watch. If you're bored, you want to just watch a silly movie with somebody, it feels like maybe watching a silly movie with a friend. Yeah, there'll be that. And I'm also thinking of maybe doing just a half an hour breakdown of the movie as well. If you don't want to sit and listen to the commentary or watch the movie, I'll give just maybe a bit of a breakdown for the movie that'll just be half an hour that you can watch and not have to watch the other thing. But yeah, so that's the plans for this month, and that'll be going every month or every 2 weeks is going to be a episode of Still Good, and at the end of every month there's going to be a video commentary and maybe a video breakdown of that movie I watched. And yeah, so just fun stuff. And I'm going to try to put out music as well. That's a bit more difficult for me, but I'm going to try to do it. It'll be a lot better once I have my student account and be able to have all of the programs I need. Like if I could have Audition, it would be much better than just using GarageBand on my MacBook. But yeah, anyway, thank you again for watching this week's episode of Tales of Woe. Hopefully you watched all the way. Maybe you got a little bit bored. But yeah, this is my attempt at making a good case for K-pop. Who knows if I did it or not? Probably not. But I tried. That's all you can do. So goodbye, au revoir, konnichiwa, sayonara, and oh yeah, I already said konnichiwa, but like the Jizza said, konnichiwa, bitches. All right. See you next week, everybody. Goodbye.